Hello.
Hello.
This is our first video
This is what our faces look like.
ever.
Not in still pictures.
This lighting is terrible, but this is what we have to work with tonight because we're breaking the law right now.
We're breaking the
being
law.
this
We're a
close
little
to each other.
close,
It's
but
Corona time.
it's Corona time. And I think that you guys, being our very first and best patrons, will understand if this is a little loosey-goosey. And there's a mirror behind me.
Yeah.
there's
Striped wall
children
that I
sleeping
insisted
back
on.
there.
They are. They
The
just came
striped
out.
wall? Did you do this?
Yeah. I was like, I don't care what we do, but I must have a striped wall. I must.
It makes me think of when we moved into our house in Cincinnati. I was like, there was a wood room, like paneled room, and I was like, I want to paint this dark chocolate brown.
Ooh.
And it was cool for a little.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I don't regret the striped wall.
I love the striped wall.
Thanks. All right, so we said that we were gonna do dumb love advice.
Okay, so we got a question.
We got a question, and it was sent in from
Our number one fan.
our number one fan, which is my husband Zach.
Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Okay, Sally, you read the question.
Okay.
Okay.
So Zach says, stuck in the house with my wife and she thinks I'm an idiot. How do I prove her wrong? Help.
I'll tell you, Zach. I'll tell you how to prove me wrong. It's a little thing called personal space.
Oh, okay.
Back the fuck off me.
Okay, let me hear. I want to hear some.
Our house is not that big. We have 2,000 square feet, and I'm like, I need personal space. I'm not, like, Zach's one of those people that he thrives off of being around other people. That's where he recharges. And then I am one of those, I recharge by being alone.
Yeah.
I need to have alone time.
Yeah.
And so, like, for instance, yesterday morning, I think it was, Zach woke up and he was like, okay, I don't know if you guys are all following this thing that the schools are sending out, but it's this, like, suggested timeline of what we need to be doing. Like, from 9 to 10 is family walk or yoga if it's raining, and then the next hour is like learning time, but no electronics. And so for family walk, yoga if it's raining, on day one Zach set up an entire CrossFit gym in our household. He had the kids doing kettlebells, and I was like,
did he have a giant tire inside?
Yeah. Those like ropes. But on day two, he was like, well, then I thought today we would all do yoga together. And I was just like, well, that's like these are things that are very nice. They're nice sentiments. Most wives would be like, oh, how sweet. And I was like, how about you do yoga? Sully goes in the backyard. I'll go for a run. And Louise just watches everything from a distance. How about we go to different corners? And because we have to. I think that somebody needs to be talking about like how to self-quarantine.
Yeah.
With your family, but also where do you carve out the time to be alone?
Yes. No, I 100% agree. In fact, you know what, Jen? I consulted the experts about this. And that's exactly what the experts said.
What did they say?
They said...
So I'm an expert.
They said, do what you can to ask for space when you need it.
Fuck yes.
Intentionality can help.
I've got... if there's one thing I have, it's intentionality.
So I think you just need to be intentional with your words, Jen. And it says having structured time allows people...
Get off my balls. Is that intentional?
I think you say... Zach, for this hour, I'm going to have me time. This is Jen time, and you can have Zach time. And then maybe between 7 and 8 p.m., We can come together as a family.
Yeah.
I think that'll
silently.
work.
Let's silently come together as a family. Quiet time. You know what my favorite time in school was? Do you guys remember when they would do testing and they would make you like set up the books
That's
to
what
where
I was
you had
going
your
to-
own little cubby?
Yes, I was going to suggest that.
Yes, like we need like like cubicle walls.
Yeah, there's a woman in my office who literally, so there's like 5 of us who sit in cubicles, and her desk is so that everybody could walk by and see what she was doing, and she set up a fucking binder, and I was like, and people were laughing at first, but I was like, hell yeah, dude.
No.
And it's perfect. I was like, no, you shouldn't, these are people who work in offices, and we're sitting in these cubicles. I'm like, nobody, people don't see your shit.
I know. That's what I'm calling for is quarantine cubicles.
Oh,
I
maybe
think
we could make a fortune. We could do like, get like those, that you would use for the science fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make those.
Let's
Your
do
own
it.
quarantine cube, so that when my cube is up, mommy's working.
I have thought about the fact that like, number one, I've thought about people that are like super rich and like a quarantine for them is like they just go to their own wing of the house. But then I've also thought about people that are like, I'm really, really, really glad that I didn't go through with the whole tiny house thing that I was on for a minute.
I have so many. I mean, we moved from New York.
Yeah.
I have friends with 2 kids in like a 1-bedroom apartment in
Holy
New York City
shit.
with no outdoor space.
What are you doing? That's what we only have a handful of patrons at this moment. But if any of you guys live in a small New York City apartment or a tiny home, we want to hear from you. Mm-hmm. So I would like to know what you're doing.
Dad, Dame, Aaron,
Dr. Dude Fuck.
Dr. Tupac, Tanner. What are you guys doing during quarantine?
Send us your stories.
Send us your stories. I'm trying to think of other good advice for quarantine. I think you gotta, I think togetherness. I think it's gonna wear off real quick. I think you gotta set some boundaries. Be intentional about your time. I also, this is not a dumb love advice, but I have some advice for some people on social media. It's that
Posting too much?
no, it's like you're not gonna win this quarantine. Like nobody's winning. So like all of these moms who are like, look at these 15 crafts I did with my kid today, or look at this lesson plan I did. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Right? Because like, I don't know how I am working full time. My husband is working full time and we have a 4-year-old at home. Like, when do you have time to do lesson plans?
I will say one thing that I thought was awesome was that my kid's principal sent an email to everyone that was just like, do what you can.
Right.
We're all human and this is a crazy time for all of us. So like if your kid doesn't want to, your mom's, my kids are sleeping in the other room. But I don't want them to hear me say this. But their principal said if they don't want to do it, they don't have to. But I'm like, you fucking do it. Your principal said you needed to. You're gonna fail. Fucking. You're going back to 3rd grade. We're all counting on you. Yeah.
So, let me ask you this, Jen. Where do you feel like this went off the rails?
I think we've had a lot to drink.
Do you feel like it's when we turn the video on or before that?
It's on, right?
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
just wondering where it went off the rails. Was it before?
Yeah.
Okay.
It happened 3 days ago.
Okay.
And day 2 of quarantine.
Okay, I have one question. I'm going to bring this back around.
Okay.
What's your number 1 piece of relationship advice?
Oh, I thought you were going to just say relationship.
Who is your best friend? What's your number 1 relationship?
Piece of relationship advice.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's just going to be quiet time all the time.
Give your partner quiet time.
Quiet time. Like, I need, like, earbuds and quiet time. But I mean, not quiet because I'm listening to things, but just not you.
It's just not you.
Just not you.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I think, like, we all just need to give each other some space and some grace. How's that? That rhymed, actually. So, space and grace and maybe another thing that rhymed with it, so it'll round off nicely.
Space and grace, and I don't want to see your face.
Love it. Perfect. That's exactly right.
There we go.
All right.
Well, that's our dumb love advice. Number one. We're gonna really get our shit together, but I just feel like we did a pretty good job
Yeah.
since we're at the beginning of a global pandemic, and
Yeah.
we're still putting out content. You know, this is what you guys are paying the big bucks for. So
Yes, and thank you for paying and subscribing and
Yes.
and being patrons. It means so much to us that you guys like us. I mean, some of you have to like Sally because you're related. I'm kidding. It's so easy to love you.
it's because I don't live with her. That's why she's
It's
saying
true.
that. Okay, you guys. All right,
All right.
we're gonna turn this off now.
Night, night. Happy
Night, night.
quarantine.
Happy quarantine. Nope.
No,
No.
no.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Still
just
no.
gonna fade down here.
Hold on.
Is it still on?
No, it's on lock.
Oh.
How do you?